What's happening, YouTube? How y'all doing? Please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Thank y'all so much. We made it over 400,000 subscribers. We just hit 400,000 subscribers. I wanted to say 410,000 to be honest, because oh man, we've been sitting at the 300,000 for so long. But anyway, clickbait. We were talking about clickbait a couple of videos ago, and I'm letting you guys know that we trying our best not to even do no clickbait. So I'm saying clickbait because here's another video that says 3 minutes ago, FBI reveals Oprah fled America as led Diddy footage is leaked. Mike, the word is leaked. I'm just coming there and doing it, and I got a cold. That's my excuse why I can't read, because I got a cold, right? Anyway, 3 minutes ago, people. Now, I haven't figured it out yet because I didn't watch the whole video. I watched a whole lot of it. And the reason why I'm bringing it to our channel, to be honest, man, because there's a lot of information in here about Oprah. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. Let's check this video out. Let's go.
Oprah Winfrey.
She is grabbing
shotgun approach.
Well, no, she's grabbing the salacious and very obvious headlines and expounding on them with shit.
FBI reveals Oprah has fled the country after explosive Diddy footage leaked. It's a story that has gripped millions, a drama that seems almost too wild to be true. Oprah Winfrey, the face of daytime television and a cultural icon, now finds herself at the center of a whirlwind of controversy involving Diddy and allegations that have left the public reeling.
This last vacation with all of you guys at Palazzo Fuji was so meaningful to me because it was a full circle moment to be able to take all of my friends on vacation.
This isn't just tabloid fodder or internet gossip, it's a complex tale of influence, secrets, and power. One that has left many questioning everything they thought they knew. The headlines were enough to send shockwaves. Oprah Winfrey, a fugitive? Ever since news of Diddy's arrest broke, the world has been left to wonder why Oprah would suddenly disappear.
That breaking news just into the Local 4 newsroom tonight. Rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in New York.
On the surface,
See, I thought they were going to say breaking news, Oprah has fled the country. So far, nothing. What is making you think that FBI has information that she fled the country? We know she's on them tapes, though. And this is just
an
allegedly.
ever-present figure in the music and entertainment industry, was known for his extravagant lifestyle, flashy parties, and connections with some of the biggest names in Hollywood.
Who's the person that's #1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
But behind the scenes, a different story was brewing. Allegedly, Diddy had been tied to a shadowy underground scene, and when the authorities stepped in, they uncovered evidence that hinted at a far-reaching conspiracy.
He had his family here today to support him. We really want to put an end to all of the clowning that we see on the internet. This is a serious proceeding with serious consequences, and all of us are addressing it accordingly.
At the center of this web of intrigue, footage linking high-profile figures to highly questionable activities.
A lot of people attended these parties. A lot of people saw this activity going on.
The whispers became deafening when rumors surfaced that Oprah herself had allegedly spent millions to acquire these tapes. But why? What could compel one of the world's most powerful women to involve herself in such a tangled mess?
Oprah Winfrey has been tied to so many awful people.
Yeah.
And the things that she's done throughout the years have only been in service to certain people.
The public's curiosity was matched only by their disbelief. Oprah Winfrey was a symbol of hope, an inspirational figure whose influence extended far beyond the small screen. Yet, according to speculation, she might have played a part in covering up incriminating evidence allegedly tied to some of the entertainment industry's biggest names. The timing of Oprah's Oprah's sudden departure from the United States has become one of the most debated aspects of this story. To many, it feels like more than just a coincidence. Her decision to leave amid mounting allegations has fueled speculation about whether she is avoiding scrutiny or simply caught in the crossfire of an evolving narrative. Supporters argue that Oprah's departure could have been pre-planned, unrelated to recent events. After all, Someone of her stature is constantly in the spotlight, making it plausible that she might seek a private retreat away from public pressure. However, skeptics counter that the optics of her absence are hard to ignore. At a time when transparency is crucial, her silence and physical distance from the controversy have raised more questions than answers. Regardless of the reason, Oprah's departure has left a void in the narrative. Her absence has allowed speculation to flourish, creating an environment where theories and rumors thrive unchecked. It's a stark reminder of how quickly public perception can shift when key players in a story remain silent. Oprah Winfrey's career is a masterclass in resilience and reinvention, built on a foundation of triumphs and trials that have shaped her into one of the most influential figures of our time. Her journey has been marked by moments of overwhelming success and significant scrutiny, often testing the carefully cultivated image that has been a cornerstone of her public persona. While her rise to fame is often celebrated, the controversies and challenges she has faced provide valuable insight into the complexities of life as a global icon. One of the most prominent controversies in Oprah's career was her public statement about mad cow disease, which ignited a firestorm of backlash. During an episode of 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 Winfrey Show in 1996, Oprah discussed concerns about the disease with a guest expert and declared that she would never eat another hamburger. This comment, while seemingly personal, had significant ramifications. Texas cattle ranchers, angered by the potential impact on the beef industry, filed a defamation lawsuit against Oprah, claiming that her words had caused a sharp decline in beef sales. The lawsuit, which played out in the media and in courtrooms, tested Oprah's resolve and her ability to handle intense public and legal scrutiny. Despite the mounting pressure, Oprah stood her ground, famously defending her right to free speech. The trial, held in Amarillo, Texas, drew significant public attention, with Oprah using her platform to share her perspective on the issue. In the end, she prevailed, with the court ruling in her favor. However, the experience was a stark reminder of the precarious balance public figures must maintain when addressing sensitive topics. Oprah's victory reinforced her reputation as a strong, principled individual, but it also highlighted the risks inherent in speaking out on controversial issues. Another defining moment in Oprah's career came during the 2008 U.S. presidential election, when she publicly endorsed Barack Obama. While Oprah had long been admired for her ability to remain apolitical in her role as a talk show host, her decision to support Obama marked a significant departure from that perceived neutrality. Oprah framed her endorsement as a deeply personal choice rooted in her belief in Obama's vision for the country. However, the reaction was mixed. Many praised her for using her platform to support a candidate she believed in, while others criticized her for what they saw as a blurring of the lines between her private beliefs and her public persona. For some fans, this endorsement felt like a departure from the Oprah they had come to know, a figure who had always been seen as inclusive and nonpartisan. Critics argued that her support for Obama could alienate viewers who disagreed with her political stance, potentially impacting her carefully built brand. Nevertheless, for some fans, this endorsement felt like a departure from the Oprah they had come to know, a figure who had always been seen as inclusive and nonpartisan. Critics argued that her support for Obama could alienate viewers who disagreed with her political stance, potentially impacting her carefully built brand. Nevertheless, Oprah remained steadfast in her decision, later reflecting on the significance of that moment in her life and career. The endorsement demonstrated her willingness to take risks and to stand firmly behind her convictions, even when faced with criticism. These controversies, while challenging, have been integral to Oprah's journey. They reveal the complexities of navigating a life in the public eye, where every statement and action is subject to intense scrutiny. Oprah's ability to weather these storms speaks to her resilience and her commitment to staying true to herself, even when doing so comes at a cost. For her fans, these moments have only added depth to her narrative, showcasing a woman who is unafraid to take risks and stand by her beliefs. The challenges Oprah has faced throughout her career underscore an essential truth. Maintaining an unblemished image in the public eye is an impossible task. Her triumphs and trials illustrate the pressures faced by public figures who must navigate the intersection of personal conviction and public expectation. Yet, Oprah's legacy endures, built not only on her successes, but also on her ability to turn adversity into an opportunity for growth. Joe Rogan's critique of Oprah at the 2024 Democratic National Convention added an unexpected dimension to the controversy. Rogan's remarks, centered on the perceived hypocrisy of wealthy public figures discussing income inequality, struck a chord with audiences. His comments reflected a growing frustration with the disconnect between celebrity advocacy and the realities faced by everyday people. Rogan's critique wasn't just about Oprah. It was a broader indictment of the celebrity culture that often dominates political and social discourse. By calling out figures like Oprah and Michelle Obama, he challenged the narrative that wealth and influence automatically equate to moral authority. The public's response to Rogan's comments underscores a shifting dynamic in how celebrity activism is perceived. While many still admire figures like Oprah for their philanthropic efforts, there is a growing demand for authenticity and accountability. Rogan's willingness to voice these concerns has positioned him as a counterpoint to the traditional celebrity narrative, making his perspective an integral part of the ongoing conversation. The entertainment industry has always thrived on glamour and exclusivity, but recent allegations suggest an undercurrent of secrecy that is anything but glamorous. Hollywood's reputation as a haven for hidden dealings is nothing new, but the idea of influential figures sneaking around late at night, caught on security footage, paints a far more dramatic picture. What could these individuals be hiding, and why are such measures necessary? One theory suggests that these covert activities could be tied to maintaining the industry's carefully crafted image. Hollywood has long been criticized for its insularity, with powerful players protecting one another from scrutiny. These latest allegations fit neatly into that narrative, reinforcing the idea that fame often comes with strings attached. It's worth considering how these revelations, if proven true, might reshape public perceptions of the industry. For years, audiences have been captivated by the allure of celebrity culture, often overlooking the less savory aspects of what happens behind the scenes. This saga serves as a stark reminder that the glittering facade of Hollywood can sometimes hide a much darker reality. As news of Oprah's abrupt departure spread, questions mounted. If she truly had nothing to hide, why would she flee the country? What did the FBI uncover that prompted such a drastic move? To understand the gravity of the situation, we need to rewind and delve deeper into the events that brought us here. In the days leading up to Diddy's arrest, whispers of an impending investigation began to ripple through the circles of Hollywood elite. It wasn't just another scandal. It was something that hinted at a much deeper, darker undercurrent running beneath the surface of fame and fortune. Reports described scenes straight out of a Hollywood thriller. People were seen sneaking in and out of lavish estates under the cover of night, their actions captured on security cameras that allegedly raised more than a few eyebrows. Speculation was rampant, and at the center of it all was a web of high-profile individuals who appeared determined to protect themselves and their secrets at any cost. The most shocking claim of all revolved around the existence of footage that reportedly contained compromising material involving celebrities. Allegedly, this footage was in Diddy's possession. But why? And how did it play into the larger scandal that was beginning to unfold? The questions were endless, but the answers were nowhere to be found. Then, in a move that shocked even the most seasoned industry insiders, it was alleged that Oprah Winfrey, yes, the same Oprah who had built an empire on trust and inspiration, had stepped in. Reports claimed she had paid a staggering $75 million to acquire and suppress these tapes. The reason for such an extraordinary purchase? Nobody knew for certain, but the speculation was relentless.
That's a whole lot of money, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Staggering $75 million. It was alleged that Oprah Winfrey, yes, the same Oprah who had built an empire on trust and inspiration, had stepped in. Reports claimed she had paid a staggering $75 million to acquire and suppress these tapes. The reason for such an extraordinary purchase? Nobody knew for certain, but the speculation was relentless. The reports of Oprah allegedly purchasing tapes for $75 million have gripped public attention, sparking endless theories about their significance. Some speculate the tapes contain sensitive material that could unravel careers and tarnish reputations across industries, but the exact contents remain undisclosed. Critics question why Oprah, a celebrated media mogul and philanthropist, would take such drastic measures to secure the footage. Was it a calculated move to protect her reputation, or did she act to shield others from exposure? The broader implications of this alleged purchase raise unsettling questions. If true, It highlights how wealth and power can be wielded to influence what the public sees, and more importantly, what it doesn't. The sheer scale of the alleged transaction suggests that the stakes extend far beyond Oprah herself. Is this a glimpse into how elite circles operate, protecting their own at any cost? The speculation is only compounded by the silence from Oprah's camp, leaving room for conspiracy theories to thrive. Until more concrete information surfaces, these tapes and their purported buyer will remain at the center of a swirling mystery. It's important to pause here and reflect on just how outlandish and unsettling these claims were. For decades, Oprah had been a paragon of integrity, a beacon of hope and philanthropy who had used her platform to change lives. To hear her name implicated in such a way was almost too much for some to bear. And yet, the whispers grew louder. People couldn't help but ask themselves, could there be any truth to this? Was Oprah protecting herself, others, or was she the victim of a malicious smear campaign? Theories spiraled, each more dramatic than the last. Adding even more fuel to the fire was the involvement of Jaguar Wright, a musician with a reputation for speaking her mind no matter the consequences. Wright had never been one to shy away from controversy, and she approached this scandal with the same fiery passion she brought to her music. Her allegations implicated a veritable who's who of the entertainment industry, including Oprah. According to Wright, powerful figures had banded together to protect themselves, burying secrets that, if revealed, could bring entire careers crashing down. Wright's words struck a nerve. She wasn't just whispering in darkened corners, she was speaking out publicly and unapologetically, naming names and pointing fingers. Some dismissed her claims as wild speculation, while others believed she was shedding light on a truth that had long been buried. Her allegations ignited fierce debates, both online and in traditional media, and suddenly, all eyes were on the key players she had called out. Social media, as it so often does, became a battleground. It was a war of opinions, theories, and accusations, with each side determined to have their voice heard. Memes, hashtags, and think pieces flooded the internet as people tried to make sense of the unfolding drama. Conspiracy theories took on a life of their own, with some claiming that this was a targeted attempt to bring down successful black figures like Oprah, Diddy, and others. To these voices, it was a case of powerful individuals being unfairly targeted and torn down by a system that had long sought to keep them in check. But there were others who believed this was no witch hunt. It was a reckoning for those who had allegedly abused their power and influence. The truth, as always, was difficult to discern, but one thing was certain. The timing of Oprah's sudden departure only added to the intrigue and suspicion. When comparisons to Jeffrey Epstein's case began to surface, it sent shockwaves through public discourse. While the circumstances differ significantly, the thematic parallels, allegations of secrecy, abuse of power, and influence to suppress information, are striking. Epstein's case revealed the lengths to which powerful individuals would go to protect their interests, and many are now asking whether a similar pattern is unfolding here. This comparison raises uncomfortable questions about accountability in elite circles. Are certain figures truly beyond reproach, shielded by their wealth and status? Epstein's downfall served as a grim reminder that even the most untouchable seeming individuals can be held to account, but only after years of silence and systemic failures. The public's heightened sensitivity to these issues means that any new allegations, especially those involving high-profile figures like Oprah, are met with intense scrutiny. The Epstein parallel isn't just about drawing comparisons, it's about questioning whether society has learned from past mistakes and whether systems of justice can truly hold the powerful accountable. But this saga doesn't end with a few whispers and online debates. No, the allegations kept piling up, each more sensational than the last. Reports emerged of security footage showing suspicious movements late at night, shadowy figures slipping in and out of buildings, their identities hidden, but their actions unmistakably furtive. Tales of high-profile figures laying low only fueled the sense that something big, something potentially career-ending, was happening just beneath the surface. One particularly bizarre story involved event staff sneaking away under the cover of darkness, allegedly to avoid being caught up in the unfolding scandal. The situation, as described, became chaotic, with people reportedly hiding until tensions cooled. To some, it was just another sensational anecdote. To others, it was yet another piece of a much larger and more troubling puzzle. Was it paranoia, or was there really something lurking in the shadows that these individuals were desperate to avoid? In the midst of all this chaos, 𝗟𝗓𝗡 Wright's accusations continued to grab headlines. She was fearless in her approach, refusing to back down even as the backlash grew. Her words resonated with some and infuriated others, but one thing was clear: she wasn't going away quietly. Wright took to television and social media, her voice unwavering as she called out industry giants and demanded accountability. Her claims created a firestorm, and even the likes of Piers Morgan, no stranger to controversy himself, found himself caught up in the drama. Morgan's decision to air Wright's statements had serious consequences. The backlash was swift and unforgiving, with legal threats flying and clips being pulled from the internet faster than they could be reposted. Apologies were issued, but the damage was already done. Once the genie was out of the bottle, there was no putting it back. 𝗟𝗓𝗡 Wright's presence in this saga has added a layer of intrigue that few could have anticipated. Known for her fiery critiques of the entertainment industry, Wright has repeatedly called out figures she believes have perpetuated cycles of secrecy and exploitation. This time, her accusations against Oprah, Jay-Z, and Beyonce have reignited conversations about the darker side of fame. What makes Wright's claims particularly captivating is her refusal to back down, even in the face of significant backlash. Her comments have sparked heated debates about whether she's exposing hidden truths or simply courting controversy. Critics point to the lack of hard evidence behind her allegations, but supporters argue that her bravery in speaking out shines a light on systemic issues often swept under the rug. By targeting Oprah, Wright has shifted the focus from isolated scandals to a broader examination of how power operates in the entertainment world. Her words, whether grounded in fact or not, have forced audiences to confront uncomfortable possibilities about the people they idolize. It's a testament to the influence of outspoken voices in challenging narratives that have gone unchallenged for decades. For Oprah, the fallout was devastating. Her carefully crafted public image, a symbol of trust, compassion, and empowerment, was under attack. This wasn't just about allegations, it was about the very essence of who she was and what she represented. To her supporters, she had always been a source of inspiration. To her critics, she was now something else entirely, a figure shrouded in mystery, implicated in a scandal that stretched far beyond her own influence. The absence of public statements from Oprah's usual circle of supporters is certainly noticeable, raising more questions about the situation and leaving room for speculation. In the past, she could count on her friends and supporters to rush to her defense. This time, there was nothing but quiet. No public statements, no vocal shows of support, just a deafening silence that seemed to confirm what many already suspected. This was different. This wasn't just another tabloid scandal. It was something far more serious, and even those closest to Oprah were wary of being dragged down with her. And so, the speculation continued. More stories emerged, each one more shocking than the last. There were tales of raids on properties, digital evidence being wiped clean, and desperate attempts to control the narrative. Could Oprah really be involved in all of this? Could Oprah have used her influence to shield herself, or is she simply the target of a larger smear campaign? The complexity of the situation leaves both possibilities open for discussion. The more the public learned, the more questions they had, and the fewer answers they received. This is where the story stands today, a tangled web of allegations, denials, and unanswered questions. For Oprah, the stakes couldn't be higher. Her reputation, her legacy, and everything she has built are on the line. If there is any truth to the allegations, she will have to face the consequences just like anyone else.
Wow.
But if she is innocent, the damage done by these claims may still be irreparable. In the court of public opinion, the line between guilt and innocence is often blurred. And right now, that line is razor thin. As the investigation continues, the world watches and waits. Oprah Winfrey, once a symbol of hope and inspiration, now finds herself at the center of a scandal that could define her legacy. Whether she emerges from this unscathed or forever tarnished, one thing is certain: this story is far from over. The truth, whatever it may be, will come out, and when it does, it will change everything we thought we knew. Not just about Oprah, but about the world of power, influence, and secrets that lies just beneath the surface. Oprah's life, carefully curated and meticulously managed, was unraveling before the public's eyes. For years, she had been the person America trusted, a figure of warmth, compassion and wisdom. She gave away cars, built schools, and championed causes close to her heart. Now, she was being painted as someone who used her power and wealth to shield herself and others from accountability. The public was left grappling with two conflicting images of Oprah: the generous philanthropist and the alleged conspirator. The silence from her allies was deafening. In the past, whenever Oprah faced controversy, her friends and supporters rallied to her side. This time, they were nowhere to be found. Was it fear, self-preservation, or did they know something the public didn't? Hollywood is a place of secrets, and silence often speaks louder than words. Then there were the stories that emerged in the wake of Diddy's arrest. Stories of raids, digital evidence being wiped, and desperate attempts to control the narrative. Could Oprah really be involved? Was it possible that she had been hiding in plain sight, using her influence to cover up the darker aspects of her empire? The more the public learned, the more they questioned everything they thought they knew. It's important to remember that allegations are not proof of guilt. While the FBI's involvement raises the stakes, it's important to remember that allegations are not the same as guilt, and the investigation is still ongoing. But in the court of public opinion, perception can be as powerful as fact. And right now, public perception is not in Oprah's favor. The internet is relentless, and once a narrative takes hold, it's nearly impossible to change. However, Oprah is not the first celebrity to have had a sudden departure. One of the most notable figures in this unfolding narrative is Leonardo DiCaprio. Renowned for his exceptional talent, enduring charm, and tightly guarded private life, DiCaprio has been a Hollywood fixture for decades. As recent headlines involving Diddy emerged, Leo seemingly vanished from the public eye, retreating to the picturesque landscapes of Italy with his latest companion. While this may appear to be just another glamorous European getaway, the timing has prompted questions. DiCaprio, after all, is famously private about his associations and social connections. Given his past appearances at high-profile events, some wonder whether this retreat is purely coincidental or part of a calculated effort to maintain distance from the ongoing storm. DiCaprio's approach to his public image has always been meticulous. Known as an environmental activist and philanthropist, as well as one of the most dedicated actors of his generation, he has cultivated a reputation that is both admirable and relatively controversy-free. His recent Italian holiday could simply be a well-timed escape, a way of saying without words, "This has nothing to do with me." In Hollywood, however, where perception often overshadows reality, such a move, intentional or otherwise, has sparked speculation. Is this just a moment of leisure, or is it a deliberate attempt to sidestep unwanted attention? The intrigue surrounding DiCaprio's actions highlights how even the most private figures cannot entirely escape the court of public opinion. Next on the list is Kevin Hart, a household name in comedy and entertainment who has built a media empire through relentless work ethic and a knack for turning challenges into opportunities. Hart's ability to connect with audiences has made him one of the most beloved figures in the industry. Yet, shortly before the recent controversy surrounding Diddy began to dominate headlines, Kevin made an unexpected move. He announced the closure of several locations of his vegan restaurant chain, Heart House. Initially, this decision seemed unusual, especially considering the positive reception the restaurants had garnered. However, in light of recent developments, fans and observers alike have started to question whether this decision was purely business-related or—
That's not true. His restaurants wasn't doing any good numbers. They wasn't doing great business, man. Come on, that wasn't right.
Considering the positive reception the restaurants had garnered. However, in light of recent developments, fans and observers figures in the industry. Yet, shortly before the recent controversy surrounding Diddy began to dominate headlines, Kevin made an unexpected move. He announced the closure of several locations of his vegan restaurant chain, Heart House. Initially, this decision seemed unusual, especially considering the positive reception the restaurants had garnered. However, in light of recent developments, fans and observers alike have started to question whether this decision was purely business-related or if it signaled a broader strategic pivot. Kevin has never shied away from high-profile associations and has often been seen attending exclusive events hosted by prominent figures, including Diddy. While there's no direct connection between his restaurant closures and the current situation, the timing has inevitably led to speculation. In the high-stakes world of Hollywood, even seemingly unrelated actions can spark debates about hidden motives. Kim Kardashian, a name synonymous with fame and influence, also finds herself indirectly drawn in conversation. Known for her ability to turn any moment into a media opportunity, Kim has mastered the art of controlling the narrative around her public image. However, her silence regarding the recent controversies involving Diddy has not gone unnoticed. While there is no concrete evidence tying Kim to the situation, her past associations have resurfaced, sparking renewed discussion. Early Early in her career, Kim faced controversies, including allegations related to a credit card incident during her time working as Brandy's assistant. Although this story faded into obscurity over the years, it has re-emerged in online conversation. For someone like Kim, whose brand is built on carefully curated success and aesthetics, any association with controversy, even tangential, is something voided. Her decision to remain silent during this time may be a strategic move to stay ahead of potential narrative. The Kardashian family has long been known for their ability to manage public perception, but this situation may present new challenges. Kim's approach also underscores a broader dynamic in Hollywood, the balancing act between loyalty and self-preservation. While celebrities often form alliances to strengthen their public images, those alliances can quickly shift when controversy arises. The Kardashian brand, built on reinvention and resilience, face an uphill battle as this narrative continues. Another figure whose silence has drawn attention is Jay-Z. A titan of the music industry, Jay-Z has spent decades building an empire marked by strategic decisions and an unshakable public persona. His long-standing professional relationship with Diddy, which includes collaborations, shared appearances, and occasional rivalries, has made his lack of commentary particularly notable. For someone of Jay-Z's stature, remaining silent may be more telling than any statement he could make. Jay-Z's reputation for caution and calculated moves suggests that his absence from the conversation is deliberate. In an industry where words carry immense weight, silence can be a powerful tool. By choosing not to address the situation, Jay-Z may be signaling a desire to avoid unnecessary entanglements. Whether this reflects a broader distancing strategy or simply a preference for staying uninvolved, it reinforces his image as a figure who values discretion. Jennifer Lopez, another major name in entertainment, has also found herself under renewed scrutiny due to her past relationship with Diddy. Their high-profile romance in the late 90s was a fixture of tabloid headlines, marked by glamorous appearances and dramatic incidents, including a nightclub shooting. While Jennifer stood by Diddy during those challenging times, the current context has led to questions about how those associations may impact her now. J.Lo has worked tirelessly to maintain a relatable and authentic public image, which has played a significant role in her enduring success. For someone who has carefully cultivated a positive reputation, any perceived connection to controversy could be damaging. Her silence on recent events appears to be a calculated effort to avoid drawing unnecessary attention, allowing her to focus on preserving her hard-earned legacy. The narrative takes a more overt turn with 𝗑𝐿, who recently made headlines for altering the lyrics of one of her songs that referenced Diddy. This move, while subtle, speaks volumes about the pressures artists face in aligning their work with shifting public sentiment. 𝗑𝐿's decision to distance herself in such a public way demonstrates how reputational concerns can influence creative choices. In Hollywood, where every move is scrutinized, even small acts can carry significant meaning. 𝗑𝐿's actions reflect the growing sensitivity around associations in the entertainment industry. By taking a stand, she not only protects her own brand, but also highlights the challenges of navigating public perception in an era of heightened awareness. Howard Stern, known for his unfiltered commentary, has also weighed in on the topic. Over the years, Stern has been vocal about his views on Hollywood's elite, including Diddy's infamous parties. He has described these events as having multiple layers of exclusivity, with an inner circle that only a select few could access. While these remarks were initially seen as part of Stern's trademark candidness, they have taken on new significance in light of recent developments. Stern's early criticisms of the lifestyles associated with such events now appear prescient. In a world where proximity to controversy can have lasting implications, Stern's decision to maintain a degree of separation from certain circles seems particularly wise. His candid reflections serve as a reminder of the importance of discernment in an industry where the lines professional. The ripple effects of Diddy's situation extend far beyond individuals. His extensive network in the music and entertainment worlds has led to heightened scrutiny of public appearances, association, and professional connection. For many, the priority now seems to be avoiding any potential fallout, whether through silence, distancing, or strategic recalibration. In an industry where image is everything, even unsubstantiated connections can prompt significant reevaluation. The collective response, or lack thereof, from Hollywood's elite underscores the high stakes of reputation management. Some may see these moves as acts of self-preservation, while others view them as necessary.
Jesus, man, can we keep the volume at the same level? The volume keep going up and down, y'all. That's not me.
The collective response, or lack thereof, from Hollywood's elite underscores the high stakes of reputation management. Some may see these moves as acts of self-preservation, while others view them as necessary precautions in an unpredictable environment. Ultimately, the evolving dynamics of this story reflect the complexities of fame, loyalty, and self-interest in Hollywood. As Diddy navigates his challenges, the reactions of those around him offer a revealing look into the mechanics of the entertainment industry. In a world where alliances can shift overnight, delicate balance between maintaining relationships, protecting one's brand has never been more apparent. The theories and accusations have cast a long shadow over Oprah's legacy. For many, she was more than just a talk show host. She was an icon, a symbol of hope and resilience. To see her name dragged through the mud is both shocking and heartbreaking. But if there is any truth to the allegations, she must be held accountable, just like anyone else. Amid the chaos, some have argued that this is a targeted attack on Black wealth and success. Figures like Oprah, Diddy, and others have risen to the pinnacle of their industries, and now they are being brought down. Is it a coincidence, a smear campaign, or is there more to the story? These are questions that have no easy answers, but they demand to be asked. The claims surrounding digital evidence allegedly wiped from Diddy's properties have added a technological dimension to the unfolding drama. While these allegations remain unverified, they raise important questions about the role of digital records in modern investigations. Could critical information have been erased to protect those involved, or is this yet another layer of speculation in an already convoluted case? The idea of tampered evidence evokes concerns about transparency and accountability in high-stakes investigations. In a digital age where so much information is stored electronically, the potential for manipulation is both a strength and a vulnerability. For those following the case, the mention of wiped evidence has become a symbol of the lengths to which some might go to obscure the truth. As law enforcement continues its work, the public's focus on this aspect of the case reflects a broader awareness of the importance of digital integrity. Whether or not these allegations are substantiated, they serve as a reminder of the challenges investigators face in uncovering the full scope of complex situations. In today's hyper-connected world, social media acts as both a courtroom and a megaphone. Since the allegations involving Oprah surfaced, platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube have been inundated with posts dissecting every angle of the story. From viral hashtags to long-form video essays, the internet has transformed this case into a global phenomenon. What's particularly striking is how quickly narratives can take shape in this environment. A single tweet or video clip can spark a cascade of reactions, often blurring the lines between fact and speculation. Memes mocking the situation, theories about hidden agendas, and even fan accounts defending Oprah have all contributed to the chaos. This social media storm underscores the power of digital platforms in shaping public opinion. Unlike traditional media, which relies on editorial oversight, social media thrives on immediacy and virality. As a result, the discourse surrounding this case is as fragmented as it is widespread. It's a dynamic that leaves both the accused and the accusers navigating a treacherous landscape where perception often outweighs truth. The deeper you dig, the more complex this story becomes. The investigation involves many layers, including claims of cover-ups and powerful figures potentially protecting each other. However, these are still allegations, and the full scope of the situation remains unclear. But as the investigation continues, it's important to approach the story with both skepticism and an open mind. The truth, whatever it may be, deserves to come to light. Hollywood has long been a place where image is not just a priority, it's a commodity. The world's elite have spent years carefully curating their public personas, crafting lives of luxury, success, and perfection. But behind the scenes, the machinery of stardom is far more fragile than it appears. One misstep, one controversy, and the entire edifice can crumble. That is precisely the scenario unfolding now as one of Hollywood's most powerful figures, Sean Diddy Combs, finds himself entangled in legal battles that have sparked widespread speculation, media frenzy, and perhaps most notably, a mass exodus of those who were once closest to him. Celebrities, business partners, friends who once basked in the glow of Diddy's fame and fortune are now scrambling to distance themselves, whether through calculated business moves, strategic vacations, or simply keeping silent. Everyone seems to be looking out for their own interests, trying to protect their brands, reputations, and futures. In an industry where relationships are often the foundation of success, a falling out can have catastrophic consequences. When one of Hollywood's most influential figures faces legal troubles, the ripples spread far and wide. Diddy's legal issues are not just a personal matter. They represent a ticking time bomb that could detonate at any moment, bringing down anyone in its blast radius. The celebrities, business partners, and collaborators who once sat at his table are now finding it increasingly difficult to remain on the sidelines. Those who have managed to avoid the spotlight so far might soon find themselves dragged into the mess, whether they want to be or not. For some, the stakes are high. Reputation is everything in Hollywood. And for many, maintaining the illusion of perfection is a matter of survival. The pressure to disassociate from someone as controversial as Diddy is immense. This isn't just about public opinion, it's about career longevity and maintaining a carefully managed public persona. With each passing day, As new details emerge and the scandal surrounding Diddy intensifies, the pressure on those around him grows. Some are already attempting to sever ties completely, hoping that by doing so, they can erase any trace of connection to him before the scandal becomes even more damaging. But the question remains, how far will these individuals go to protect themselves? Will they throw Diddy under the bus to save their own skins? Will they publicly cut ties with him, distancing themselves from any past involvement? Or, in a rare show of loyalty, will they stand by him, risking their own reputations in the process? It's a high-stakes game, and the outcome is anything but certain. In a town where the lines between friendship and business are often blurred, the choices people make now could have far-reaching consequences. The decisions being made behind closed doors are likely far more dramatic than anything being reported in the tabloids. The fallout from Diddy's legal troubles isn't limited to just the people directly involved. The entertainment industry as a whole thrives on relationships and alliances. Hollywood's elite have always been interconnected, with friendships often serving as the foundation for lucrative business ventures. But when one of those connections turns toxic, the ramifications can be devastating. Diddy's scandal is an example of this dynamic at work. His legal troubles have created a ripple effect, sending shockwaves throughout Hollywood, forcing those closest to him to confront their own position. Whether they choose to speak out or remain silent, the impact of Diddy's troubles on their careers will be significant. In an industry where alliances are constantly shifting, where friends today can become enemies tomorrow, and where loyalty is often just a matter of convenience, the fallout from Diddy's scandal, perfect example of how quickly things change. Celebrities who once reveled in perks associate Diddy are now doing everything they can to distance. Some are fleeing the country, hoping that a change of scenery will allow them to escape the glare of the spotlight. Others are shutting down businesses or scaling back their public appearances, hoping that by keeping a low profile, they can avoid being swept up in the storm. For some, silence is the best strategy. The less they say, the less they risk being dragged in scandal. But even silence can be telling. In a world where every move is scrutinized, the absence of a statement can be interpreted as a statement in itself. Public is watching, pressure to conform to the expectations of the moment is intense. Those who were once the closest to Diddy now face the dilemma of how to navigate the aftermath of his legal issue. The question of loyalty weighs heavily on them. They must decide whether to remain steadfast or abandon him in favor of self-preservation. While some celebrities may hope to ride out the storm and emerge unscathed, others are already making plans for a swift exit. They understand the fragile nature of Hollywood relationships, and they know that in a town built on the constant churn of new talent and fresh faces, their careers could be in jeopardy if they are seen as too closely associated with a scandal of this magnitude. As the details of Diddy's legal troubles continue to unfold, more people will likely make their move, distancing themselves as quickly as possible. For some, it will be a calculated business decision, a way to protect their financial interests. For others, it will be about salvaging their personal reputations. Either way, it's a race against time. Amid the whirlwind of speculation, one thing is certain. Diddy's scandal has opened a window into the hidden world of Hollywood's elite. It's a world where loyalty is fleeting and where relationships are constantly being tested. Behind the scenes, the alliances that drive the entertainment industry are being reshuffled in real time. As the world watches, the true nature of these friendships will be revealed. Who will stand by Diddy and who will turn their backs? The answers to these questions will reveal much about the underlying dynamics of the entertainment industry. In the midst of all this, Oprah Winfrey's own departure from the public stage has added another layer of intrigue. Whether she is guilty of any wrongdoing or not, the damage to her reputation may already be done. Oprah's carefully crafted image as a beacon of integrity and trustworthiness has been challenged by her association with Diddy, and her departure from the public eye only adds fuel to the fire. The timing of her exit has left many questioning whether she is distancing herself from the scandal, trying to weather the storm, or simply removing herself from a situation she can no longer control. As the world watches Oprah's next move, one thing is clear. The legacy of both Oprah Winfrey and Sean Diddy Combs will never be the same. The fallout from their respective scandals has already begun to reshape public perception, and it remains to be seen whether they will ever recover. For Oprah, the challenge will be to reclaim her reputation and rebuild the trust that she has spent decades cultivating. For Diddy, the road ahead is uncertain, as he faces not only legal battles, but the growing disintegration of his relationships with those who were once closest to him. In Hollywood, where perception is everything, the stakes are incredibly high. The alliances that were once considered unbreakable are now being tested, and the results are playing out in real time. As more details emerge and the story continues to unfold, the world will be watching to see how this drama plays out. Will Diddy manage to hold on to his place in the Hollywood elite, or will he be left behind, a cautionary tale for others? And as for Oprah, will she be able to repair the damage to her reputation, or will the cloud of suspicion linger over her legacy forever? The pressure is mounting on both of these stars, and the entertainment world is waiting to see how it will all end. But one thing is clear: the true nature of Hollywood's friendships, loyalty, and ambition will be exposed for the world to see, and the aftermath will leave a lasting imprint on the industry for years to come. Let us know your thoughts below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Explosive.
Dude, first of all, this guy just did a terrible. Why does the volume keep going up and down? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to shake this cold. I gotta need my glasses while I'm looking for a pot. 3 minutes ago, if y'all see 3 minutes ago, I think it's clickbait. FBI reveals Oprah fled. That ain't what happened in this video, man. So that's clickbait. But one of the things I want to point out is these people are not saying anything. They gotta say something. They gotta say something. I'm looking for a part, y'all. It's almost, what is this guy's name? I keep forgetting his name. The movie dude that was doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and then Oprah, they had a picture of him and Oprah. Is it Stedman? No, that's something. I'm terrible with these names. But Puffy and all his friends, nobody's standing up. In the beginning, that one guy was trying to stand up saying that we're law-abiding citizens. And now he's quiet. Ain't nobody saying too much. You know, if all this stuff is happening with Oprah, where's your friends at? Oprah, why they not standing up saying something? I feel bad, y'all. Sometimes I feel good, then I feel bad. Thank everybody told me to take different things and what to take. I've been following y'all directions. Right now, I done took too much medicine, so my body feels dry. But I'm trying to find Epstein. Is that his name? Right here. There we go. Right there. Oprah's with all these people. Friend, are you just hugging on anybody to take a picture? You don't need that. So you can build character. Sure is fishy, ain't it? It sure is fishy. You done took all these pictures with P. Diddy. You've been to a P. Diddy party. And just like Ali Carter saying, ain't nobody seen anything. Nobody has seen anything. Nobody is strong enough or have the real kahunas to say, you know what? I'm going to throw myself on the mercy of court. Make a video like Puffy made. I'm sorry, y'all. I was at them parties and this, I'm turning myself in. Not one person. Woo. Oprah had problems at her school. Has she fled the country? And 3 minutes ago, I'm going to call this the 3 minute ago channel. They do a lot of stuff. 3 minutes ago, the FBI reveals Oprah fled the country. I didn't see the FBI revealing any evidence that Oprah left the country. She can leave the country and go visit on her private jet if she has one. I don't know. Oprah got so much money that you don't know where she at. Is she hiding? It'll take 2 years to find out, even to find out if she is hiding. Oh my God. But it's other information in there, man. My head is so stopped up, I don't even know. But y'all put in the comments what y'all think. I really don't think Oprah done fled the country anyway. But I know one thing. I know she knows something. She knows something. She is too big on this whole pedestal. What if all this time, all these years, the people that's doing the worst kidnapping kids, sex trafficking, all this stuff, and the government claiming we don't know how to stop it. We can't stop it. And this is going to unravel all that. The reason why, because these people got so much millions and millions of dollars, they say, look, y'all do this, let us stay. So our heroes, so to speak, our heroes are the ones that is doing all this crazy stuff. What if that is true? I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Put in the comments that you are an ender. Let me know you're an ender. I done moved the pedal of the reverb, the echo. So y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.